Hi, beginning trumpet players. We are ready for our second video lesson. We're going to begin by reviewing the notes that we have learned on pages 4 and 5. Let's start with exercise 1, our G. The G is kind of a high note for us, so we want to have firm chops and fast air so that we get a nice, fast, high-pitched buzz into that mouthpiece. Make sure your lips are together. Breathe from the corners of your mouth. And that's our G. Let's play that again. Blow through the trumpet to get these high notes out. And if you're not getting that G, experiment with the angle that the mouthpiece is on your mouth. Don't move your head. Leave your head up and try moving the instrument down a little bit or up a little bit. You want the same amount of pressure on your bottom lip as your top lip. Here's our F. The next note down from G is first valve F. Play that with me. Here's our F. Leave that first valve down and add your second valve. Here's our E, the next note down from F. And let's play that E again. And now let's go down one note again to D. And again. And then our low C. And again. Let's go to exercise 8, 4x4. Exercise 8, 4x4 begins with 4 Ds, and then we move to an E on the 5th beat of the exercise. When you go from D to E, leave your first valve down. Don't pick up your valves and then put that back down. Practice going D and then E, leaving your first valve down. This is important. So here we go with the first 5 notes of exercise 8, 4x4. 4 Ds and then an E. 1, 2, ready. Rest, rest, and I'm going to stop. Our next 4 notes, it's 4 Gs, pretty easy, and then an F. Make sure that you go to that F on the 5th note and that you only play one F. Here we go. 4 Gs and then an F. 1, 2. All right, let's put this all together. Let's play exercise 8, 4x4 twice. It has a repeat sign. We'll play it twice. Finger your D. Think about the E that you're going to. On the 5th note, we're going to move to that E. 1, 2, ready. Rest, rest, 4 Gs. Get ready for your D. It repeats. Rest, rest, rest. Good. And pause the video if you need to and practice that another maybe 2, 3 times, 4 times if you want. The more you play, the better your tone will get. You'll sound almost as good as me very soon if you spend a lot of time on your instrument. And now we have our low C in exercise 9, touchdown, and then we use that C in song number 10, the Fab 5. So let's go right to song 10, Fab 5. We begin with 4 Cs, and then we move to a D, and I'm thinking about that D that I'm going to as I'm playing those Cs. I'm anticipating the D. Here we go. 1, 2, 4 Cs, then D. Rest, and we'll stop. Look at the next 5 notes. 2 G's, 2 F's, 1 E. Let's do that. 1, 2, 2 G's. Let's do that again. G, G, F, F, 1 E. Ready? Again. And are you tonguing your notes? We'll talk about tonguing again in a few minutes in this video, but we have talked about tonguing in our lessons as well. You can hear that I'm playing all 5 of those notes on one breath. I'm using my tongue. Ta, 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 ta. My tongue pulls back to start the note. Let's do that one more time. G, G, F, F, E. 1, 2, ready. All right, let's play the Fab 5 twice. We will repeat it because it has a repeat sign. So here we go with 4 C's and then a D. 1, 2, beginning. Rest, rest, 2 G's. Beginning on C, here we go. Rest, 2 G's, 2 F's. Rest, rest, rest. All right. Great job. Now, we've talked about this in lessons. We don't have the names of notes written inside the notes like we do through exercises 1 through 10. We don't have that forever. In fact, the party's over. Exercise 11, reading the notes. No names of notes written in. We've also talked about the fact that exercise 11 is the same thing as exercise 10. So if you're good at exercise 10, when you look at exercise 11, reading the notes, everything should look familiar. Look at it in your book right now. You have 4 C's and then a D. You rest 3 beats and you have G, G, F, F, E. Let's play exercise 11. Here we go. Eyes on 11. 4 C's and then a D. 1, 2, ready, go. Rest, rest, 2 G's. Again, beginning 4 C's. 2 G's, 2 F's. Rest, rest, rest. Good. And you need to play exercise 11 many, many times, making sure that you're identifying those notes correctly. And you can always look back up at exercise 10 if you have any questions about what note you're supposed to play. Exercise 12, first flight, begins with the bottom line note E, right? So we have 2 E's, then 2 D's, then 3 C's. So finger your E, now finger your D, now finger your C. That's the sequence of notes at the beginning of 12 first flights. Let's do this. 2 E's, 2 D's, 3 C's. Finger your E, think about going to the D. E, going to D. Here we go. 2 E's, 2 D's. Ready? Good. Look at the next sequence of notes. We're now going to go from our highest note G. We're going to go stepwise down from G to F to E to D to C. Do that with me. Finger G, finger F, finger E, finger D, finger C. And I look at the second half of first flight, And I see that I have 2 G's, 2 F's, and then we go E, D, C. So let's try that. 2 G's, 2 F's, 1, 2, ready, go. All right, hey, play the last 3 notes with me. Just play the E, the D, and the C. Ready, play. Do it again. Do it again. Now back up 1 measure and start on the 2 G's. G, G, F, F, and then E, D, C. Let's try that. 2 G's, 2 F's, ready, go. Let's do that again. All right, let's play First Flight, and we will repeat it. Here it is from the very beginning. Number 12, First Flight, starts with 2 E's, then 2 D's, and then 3 C's. 1, 2, ready, play. 2 G's. Again. 2 G's. Rest. Hey, these are 2 very, very important exercises, 11 and 12. If you can play them both, identifying your notes correctly, not making hardly any mistakes at all. We all make a mistake here or there. But you can play those 2 exercises and identify those notes, you're in a great place. If you can't, then you need to spend more time doing it. Okay? It can be a little monotonous, a little boring to play them over and over and over again, but once you get them and once you're understanding the notes and the fingerings, you're in great shape. Hey, let's just do a quick review of all the notes that we have learned up to this point, and then we'll take a look at the next page and look at some fun songs to play. So, at our first lesson, we started with, we started with our G, our open-valved G. Remember, we use every good boy does fine for the notes on the lines. And the G is on the second line up from the bottom, every good. So it's G for good. 1 note lower is F, first valve F, in the space. The spaces of the staff spell the word face, F-A-C-E. For now, the only space note that we need to worry about is the F. The next note down, our E on the bottom line. Remember, every good boy does fine. The bottom line is E for every. Continuing down, 1 note lower than E is our D. The D is fingered first and third valve. The D hangs below the line for the note E. And our 5th note is our low C, and it has that little ledger line going through it, helps identify that note. So we have our C, our D, our E, our F, and our G. All right, so let's take a look now at page 6. Let's turn the page. At the top of page 6, we have a very nice and helpful chart called Notes and Review. And there's those 5 notes that we just reviewed. Here's our highest note, G, with open valves, F in the space, first valve, E on the bottom line, D just below the bottom line, and C, our lowest note, with a ledger line. Of course, we remember that C and G are both open valved notes. And next, we will learn about the half note. A half note is a note that gets 2 beats. Everything that we have played so far has 4 beats in a measure. Here's a song, we haven't looked at it yet, but look, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 one-beat notes, 4 quarter notes in the first measure. The measure has 4 beats. The second measure has 1, 2, 3 one-beat notes and a one-beat rest. That still makes up 4 beats. Every measure and everything that we have played so far has had a total of 4 beats in every measure. So a half note gets half of 4. Half of 4 is 2. Half notes get half of the beats that are in a measure. That makes sense, doesn't it? And in order to play a half note, we just play a longer note. For instance, here's a half note E. And a half note D. And a half note C. So I blow through the instrument for 2 beats. And those 3 notes that I just played, the half note E, half note D, half note C, also happen to be the first 3 notes of song number 17, Hot Cross Buns. And Hot Cross Buns, again, begins with a 2-beat E, a 2-beat D, and a 2-beat C. Let's play that right now. We'll play an E, then a D, then a C, and try and play all 3 of those notes on one breath. Here we go. 1, 2, E. And we rest 2 beats. This is a half rest, the little black rectangle. And we do that again. We play an E, a D, and a C. Ready, play. Rest 2 beats again. Now we have 4 C's and 4 D's. 1, 2, 4 C's now. And then we play the E, the D, and the C again. Rest, rest. Let's talk about tonguing when we play our quarter notes, our C's and our D's. Remember, the tongue comes forward and touches behind our top teeth. Ta, 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 ta. That's what our tongue is doing inside our mouth, and that's how I get that nice, crisp start to every note that I play. So I'll demonstrate that. Here's 4 C's and then 4 D's, and I'm going to play all 8 of those notes in one breath. 1, 2, ready. Blowing continuously through the instrument. If I was not tonguing, it would sound like this. Blowing continuously through those notes. But when I get my tongue going, ready? Remember that the tongue pulls back to start the note. Ta, 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 ta. The tongue has to go forward to get there, but we don't go ha-ta, ha-ta. You'll hear kids doing that every once in a while. Well, let's play Hot Cross Buns all the way through. Starts on an E, goes to D, goes to C. Here we go. Half note E, half note D, half note C. 1, 2, ready. And tongue your half notes. Repeat your C's. Rest, rest. So now we have a familiar melody to play on our trumpet. You've probably played that on a recorder before. Now you're playing it on a real instrument. A recorder's a real instrument, but you know what I mean, the trumpet. Okay? Guys, keep up the good work. practice, practice, practice. Play your instrument every day and you'll develop a really nice, beautiful tone quality. I'm already hearing very nice tone quality from a lot of our 5th grade trumpet players. So keep up the good work, and I'll see you at your next lesson. Bye-bye.